Today we are talking about fall fashion trends, and not just like any fashion trends. We are talking about vintage fashion trends, stuff that you will find when you're thrifting. Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elina. I'm a vintage shop owner, vintagesphere.se. I completely forgot to introduce myself in my last video, so I'm sorry about that. I lost all YouTube etiquette. I have obviously been pinning a lot of Pinterest and creating a mood board for fall, and I'm also starting to source fall pieces for my vintage shop. So vintage fall fashion trends are omnipresent right now in my life. I'm gonna divide them into categories. So we have colors and patterns, we have materials, adornments, and key pieces. So starting off with colors and patterns. For colors, we're seeing more earthy jewel tones, like 90s and also mid 2000s tones. No primary colors, not like cobalt blue or fiery red, none of that. It's more like plum, eggplants, olive, chartreuse, um, turquoise is very fun as well, mauve. Yeah, I mean also like mixed with more poppy colors, not primary colors, but more like minty, icy blue, green, like dusty minty tones. I guess chartreuse is kind of a vibrant color as well in that kind of spectrum. And for patterns, I'm gonna try to be quick with these ones because I have a lot of notes. So I don't want this video to be like half an hour. For patterns, stripes are big, polka dots obviously, and also plaid. Yeah, I know, very groundbreaking, like florals, 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 if I can talk, florals for spring and plaid for fall. It's a cliche, but it is never been more true. We are talking a lot about textures this fall. It's very reminiscent for me. Like I remember when I saw Gucci Fall Winter 2008 collection. That was kind of like my big high fashion moment. I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is inspiring to me. This is high fashion that I can relate to. I really love that collection. I'm kind of getting those feelings now as well. Lots of textures, and also with Chloe coming back with a lot of boho influences. So there's some, I don't know the English word. You know what I'm trying to say. So highly textured, velvet, corduroy, distressing, lace, fringe, pony hair textures, studs, also patches, and yeah, all kinds of textural things that you can add to your outfit is going to be key this fall, and that you can find vintage, of course. So this category I called adornments. So these are like small details that really catches the eye. Of course, buttons. Both mother of pearl buttons, those pearlescent, shiny, pretty ones, but also like big, chunky buttons, almost like a 60s mod inspired big buttons. I have been DIYing a lot of mother of pearl button things for Vintage Sphere, and these are my latest creations. These are hair clips with mother of pearl buttons on them, like putting back your hair in these clips. Very pretty. Silver is still the medal of choice this fall, but I also think, yet again, I think I mentioned this in my fall 24 video, but brass metal are also really cool. Another adornment is, I've noticed there's a lot of emphasis on interesting closures, like two zippers on one garment. It's like double buttoning, it's asymmetric buttoning, artistic openings, like you have an opening here on the top and it's buttons all over here. Just like a lot of interesting closure details. Another trend that I really like is this fun, cute text top. In a cheeky, fun way, we have a collection with an influencer, Mimi Tallin. She has come up with this design, Girls Love Mimosas. And yeah, I just love these kinds of fun text tops. Very 2000s. We've also been seeing and gonna see a lot more of high neck collars. So every jacket that you can zip all the way up or button all the way up and have like a high stand-up collar is fantastic. Especially if you can like have it buttoned here and then have it like open the rest. Like we saw with cardigans. The last few years you only button like the top button and then you have it open. I think that with like a tight fitted jacket with a high neck collar, that is, I love that styling. Another adornment to your outfit is these small purses. I saw my husband walk by, got distracted. Like these, I have to show you this one. So small purses, preferably pearl embroidered like this one. And also, of course, this one has mother of pearl buttons. And I've fastened this carabiner so you can put it on another bag or you can put it on at the belt loop. Um, these are so cute. And so for key pieces this fall, what you want to look for, wide hip belts, Paloma wool, you know the deal. These were very popular in the, if you're talking about vintage, like how vintage are they? White hip belts were very popular in the 60s and 70s and also in the 2000s. So there's a lot out there that you can find, both thrifting and more like curated vintage shops. Another belt are these pocket belts. Now these are hard to find because there's a lot of pocket belts that are, you know, like belly belt, or what do you call them? Fanny pack. We're not talking fanny packs, although it's hard to distinguish between them when you source for them online. But we are talking about these are more flatter and more demure, I was gonna say, but you know what I mean. And I'll put up a lot of reference images, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of these belts. Like this is, I'm not giving you any new information. I'm kind of like combining all of this that we're seeing into one video for you. Another key piece are fencer jackets and the military marching band jackets. I've seen fencer jackets pictures on Pinterest that are like 40s fencer jackets, and I think that's really cool. Obviously, you can find antiques as well. These are for real like fencer jackets. They've been around for probably centuries, I don't know. But military and marching band jackets were very popular in the 60s and 70s. You know, the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper album cover. And they were also making a comeback in the mid 2000s. I had lots of them. I did a DIY thing when I dyed it from this mustardy orange color to a dark faded black type color. And there's a video on YouTube for that. I think it's like my first video or something. Another jacket that is very prominent this fall is short pea coats or swing coats, preferably with a quarter-length sleeve, also short sleeve. But you know, these gray buttons here, large buttons, big buttons, as I said in the beginning, and then open, and it's just like an A-line fit. Very cutesy, very demure, very 60s and also mid 2000s. Slouchy off-shoulder tops. Like off-shoulder, obviously I'm wearing off-shoulder now. This is a poncho. But to be specific, I'm really seeing a lot of these slouchy tops that you can wear off-shoulder, and then they are fitted at the waist with a wide waistband. I also see these with a dropped waist. So it's pillowy, puffy, or slouchy on top, all the way down to your low-waisted jeans, and then they're tight with a wide band. Something to look for. I feel like you can find lots of this at the thrift still. This was very 2000s and mid 2000s trend. For bottoms, we are seeing more. I mean, Obviously, low waisted has been in for a while, and bootleg, wide leg. But I think now we're getting more to a straight leg, not a skinny jean. I think everyone has been talking about skinny jeans making a comeback, but it's not really skinny. It's not elastic, stretchy, like a jeggings type of deal. It's more like a real 100% cotton denim, or maybe 98%, I don't know. But a lot of cotton, a lot of stiffness in the jean. And then it goes straight, like straight, tight fitting jeans, low waisted. And I think the color of the denim for this fall and winter is going to be like a very dark blue denim or a faded black denim. So they were black ones, but now they're faded. That's a really cool denim color for me. And lastly, another bottom is mini suit shorts, preferably wool and preferably in plaid. And this is very like twee in this Lee's fashion mid 2000s. For fall, we're gonna see this styled with tights and knee-high boots. So good. Very Kate Moss, like impeccable style. That was my fall vintage 25 fashion trends that you should be looking for when you are thrifting, or should. You shouldn't do anything. Like, don't take advice from me. But if you're into fashion and blah 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 blah, you know what I mean. You're watching this video, you're watching this kind of content, you know what I'm saying. Wear whatever you want, but it's just fun to see trends and like see where it came from, how many times they come back, and when and how, and all this stuff. All right, I'm done jabbing. Thank you so much for watching. I love you the absolute most, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.